Hello everyone, Tasha here from Pixie Mommy's Reborns. So we are going to do my Q&A today. You all have submitted some fantastic questions for me. I'm so excited about answering them and I'm here to answer them. Here to help me is Mr. Nasir. He is going to help me answer my questions. I know everybody loves to see him, and I think I had Nicholas and Kenzie in my last video, and you didn't get to see little man Nasir, so he's saying hello to everyone. He's in his adorable little monkey outfit. It's just little white pants, and it's a blue and white striped shirt that buttons, and it has little monkey, or it has a little monkey on the chest, and it has brown trim, and then it has a little jacket too that's blue and has monkeys all over it. It's a little button jacket. It has brown and white stripes inside the hood. It's really cute. He looks really cute in this. Ben had this. This is one of the outfits, I guess you could say, that the babies share. I think I did some pictures with Benjamin in this outfit. Benjamin is my one Twinkie. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I know that I tend to talk a lot. So I'm going to get started on questions. Let's see if I can read my own handwriting here. Okay. So, and I think this was the last question that came in, and then I did it in the right order. I'm not even sure, guys, but I'm just going to start. Okay, so again, these are all the questions that you all submitted to me. So we have Doll Parts, and she's got a cool channel, by the way. I believe her name is Brandy, if I'm not mistaken, and her channel is spelled D-A-H-L, Doll, and then Parts, P-A-R-T-Z, Doll Parts. Pretty cute. So her question is, I'm fairly new here. What does OOTD mean? It's so funny because up until maybe 2 weeks ago or less, I did not know what that meant either. And I saw it all over, and I got the gist that people were changing their babies in it. But I couldn't for the life of me figure out what the initials OOTD means. And I actually messaged Myra and asked her, because her and I happen to be friends. OOTD means outfit of the day. That's what OOTD means. I didn't know that either. So yeah, that's a good question, because like, who's gonna figure that out? And her other question was, do you paint, or if you don't, would you like to paint them? I do not paint, and it's a really good question, because yes, probably this is the first time I'm talking about it, but I have plans to try my hand at reborning. I have been studying the art now, really studying, something I really haven't shared for, I would say, maybe 6 months now, or just pretty much from when I started collecting. Not long after, I really started watching a lot of the tutorial videos and really paying attention, from everything to painting to rooting to weighting to just like everything I could possibly learn. And yes, it's, when I do something, I put my 100% all into it. I have, as you all know, very specific taste in babies and quality of babies, and I expect nothing less for myself. Obviously, I know that this takes years of, practice and things to perfect. However, I mean, I know you can just strip a baby if I don't know how many times you can do that, but like, I am going to, first off, I only want to use the best materials, the best paint, even for practice, because that's what I would be wanting to produce for myself. Do I plan to go in it as an artist, as a business? No, definitely not. But do I want to try my hand at it just for my own self? Yepper, I do. All right, so, oh, Caroline, Canadian Reborn Mama 1, she asks a few questions for me. Thanks, Caroline. And thanks, Brandy, if I have that right, at Doll Parts. You'll have to let me know. Okay. First question from Canadian Reborn Mama 1 is, do you watch Long Island Medium? Have you ever seen or met her? Teresa Caputo. I do watch. I'm not current, up to date on her episodes. Like, I don't watch as the seasons come out. I haven't watched her probably in like a year or so. But I have watched a lot of her and a lot of her past seasons. I absolutely love her. I have not met or bumped into her. She does not live far from me. She probably lives, I think, maybe 25 minutes or so from my town. So, like, not far at all. Like, I could technically run into her at BG's or a restaurant or whatever. I haven't, but again, I would love to. And I haven't checked her current waiting list or anything like that, you know, and I guess when there's a burning desire for me to want to connect with someone, I would go to her. And I don't get into details because people already think I'm cuckoo enough, but I have my own little going on. I don't like to talk about, so, yeah, so, but yes, I would, you know, as far as, so, to want to, like, pay to go have a session, but I would absolutely love to meet her. I think she's fantastic. Next question from Canadian Reborn Mama 1, can you please tell us more about how you discovered sugar babies? Okay, so that's a great question. Sugar babies, sugar gliders, lots of people call them sugar babies, sugar bears. So I got into the gliders a few years ago, and it was actually, I have a silent business partner. He's silent because he has absolutely nothing to do with the animals or the care of them or anything to that nature. But he did all of the financial investing. So, this was is a dear friend of, I mean, he's family to us. We met him years ago through animal rescue, and he saw the chickens that I had in the backyard and all, and he was looking to invest and said, you know, I've heard that the sugar gliders, are really cool pets, and, you know, they can be very expensive if you, have good lines, and would you be interested in breeding them and learning all you need to do? And I said, absolutely. And we hired a mentor, a geneticist. She has a degree in molecular biology, but she's a breeder, so she taught me all the genetics, because the genetics is not easy, and to me, like, the book stuff does not come so easy. That was the hardest part for me to grasp, was the genetics and the percentages of hets and everything that you need to know. It's not just a matter of putting two animals together at all, and every other aspect of breeding and what you do. So that is how I got into it. I've done wildlife rescue for years. We've had baby squirrels in here, all kinds of stuff. So I'm that kind of person. So it was a great, business opportunity for me. My business partner is, he has a successful arbor care service of his own, huge company. So it was like, not that it was nothing for him, but he was very happy to invest in, like, doing it right, and the top lines, and the don't cut corners on feeding them right and housing them right and everything. So I got a good little thing going here, and some very unique and beautiful lines. And, obviously I'm an animal person. It's so much fun for me. I deal with the public, and that gets redundant with the customers and people, you know, seeing questions over and over again, and you know, just everybody looking for something for nothing, and you know, all the basic stuff. So that's where my sugar glider friends, breeder friends come into play, and we, you know, unload on each other, and we even can say, oh, did you get this one? Did you get that one? Don't waste your time, you know, with that course, that sort of stuff. But they are cool little animals. They're highly intelligent. They bond deeply with their owners. They're hysterical to watch and to play with. It. They're very interactive. And at a certain point, I will bring some sugar gliders on, or sugar babies on, for you all to see. I haven't gotten there yet, and I'm kind of really enjoying just being with the babies, and they smell so good, and it's something totally different. So in a way, I try to keep that separate, but I know everyone's curious, and at a certain point I will bring them on. So thank you for that question, Caroline. Carolyn also asks, what other jobs have you had? That's also a good question. And honestly, I have been pretty much a housewife, childcare, house cleaning. I say a nanny for several years. I wasn't like a live-in nanny, but I was more than a babysitter, because I worked with families from like when their babies were newborn, where they wanted somebody in their home, and they didn't want to bring their child to a daycare. Like one family I stayed with for, it was like a little over a year from when their baby was born, and then they put the baby in daycare after, because it was, less expensive. They kept me on as a house cleaner, and it rolled from there. When I was younger, my first job when my daughter, because I had my first daughter when I was 18, I was married her dad and had her. She was only a few months old when I started. They allowed me to bring my daughter, which was nice. And people liked me, and I'm very good with children. And so, I had no problem. Very good with babies, newborn babies in particular. I could have easily worked like on a maternity floor or something like that. I'm just, people still call me with newborn questions. So I've done that. I've done house cleaning for, obviously not for the love of it, but for the money. And I got a little bit of OCD going on. I don't mind cleaning. Later years with my back and everything, I'm in pain and it's frustrating. But as far as like when I was younger, doing the cleaning did not bother me at all. And I made good money doing that. So I never really worked kind of out at a place, so to speak. And as you all know, I am an alcoholic and an addict. I now have 10 years of sobriety. I'm very happy about that. So I lost a lot of years of my life, during that time too. So you have a big empty space in there in my adult life that, I really wasn't doing much of anything. But those were great questions. Okay, third question is, the channel is just Anasha, Anasha. She asks, I'm not sure if this is totally a question, but this is what she put on here, so I didn't want to ignore it because it has a question mark at the end of it. So I don't know, honey, if this is a question or, but I'm going to answer it. It says, we gave you the courage to finally join the Reborn community by having your own channel, question mark. So I guess on the video when I was discussing that, she's asking, and yes, everyone here from starting on Instagram to watching everyone's YouTube, I felt very happy to see that how people connect and share their babies and kind of everything. And then I was able to kind of take that plunge. I had a lot of people on Instagram asking, they wanted to see the Twinkies box opening. People just asked me, are you going to be on YouTube? We want to see you on YouTube. I flat out have people asking me, and I said, wow, people are actually interested in seeing me. So I did the Twinkies box opening, and then I did like an introduction video after that, and I had fun, and I talk to you all in the comments, and I found I really enjoyed it. So of course I'm continuing to do it. So thank you for that question, Anasha. And then we have Booties and Bonnets asked, how did you get started with collecting reborns, and what do you love about it? I got started collecting reborns. I believe the first page I came across, and it was because a Facebook friend of mine liked Maria Lynn dolls. I think she's that silicone artist. She has very high-end silicons, and she has some videos with the baby music playing and her showing the silicone. And you know how on Facebook, when it just, your notifications, it'll just say your friend so-and-so liked this page. Well, I just happened to look at the page my friend liked, and I was like, holy cow, there's these babies that I had no idea existed, that in my head I was like, that is the doll of my dreams. Like, wow. So I went on a super hunt for like a month for silicons. That's how I ordered my full body silicone baby boy, the little peanut sculpt. That was like my dream baby, a full body silicone baby boy. So I jumped all in. While he was on order, I continued to look at and looked at the reborns and the Facebook pages and found the women in the UK. So my first reborn arrived before the full body silicone. Full body silicone is beautiful. I'll get into that on another video. But I realized that I love the reborns as far as for dressing, for posing for photos, for just all around, for cuddle factor, for everything. And as much as it's nice to have the full body silicone, which right now he's boxed because I'm selling him and I want to keep him preserved. He was brand new from the artist. So I said, why have all this invested sitting here to just, quote, say I have it? That doesn't make sense. So that's how I found the reborns, just through someone's Facebook like, and just, the silicons first and then the reborns. And what do I love about it? I love the escape, the babies, it just brings me joy. I love the community that I found. I wouldn't have gotten this far and deep into collecting if it wasn't for all of you here that I love and appreciate so much. And I enjoy so much photographing them. Photography is like a hobby of mine, so I can incorporate it into my love of the reborns, and I really, really enjoy. I don't have a lot of time, so I post a lot more, do a lot more interesting photo shoots and stuff, but when I do have time, I really super, super enjoy doing the photo shoots. Okay, Springtime Creations Nursery. I asked a few questions. One, how did you get in the reborn hobby? So I guess Booties and Bonnets question actually answered that. So B, did you have any negative feelings about reborn babies before you started in the reborn hobby? No. I had no negative feelings at all. I was just completely shocked and elated to find them, as I said, and I guess I might have looked at prices and been a little taken back and scared in the beginning to, that's maybe it. Next question was, how does your family and friends feel about your reborn hobby? And then she added, I have to say the video with the cat falling out of the tree was the best I've seen in a long time. My friends and family, how do they feel about the hobby? So, my family, obviously, that lives in my home knows that I collect the babies, and my husband, he just doesn't care either way. You know, he sees they make me happy. He doesn't really care. He says they creep him out a little. He's held them. He's not like, oh, I don't want to see that. You know, he's not like that at all. And yeah, so he, you know, he's basically supportive, just that it's something that makes me happy. My children are, you know, my not my oldest, but my oldest in the house, my 17-year-old has actually said to me, Mom, I'm concerned. This is not normal that you're buying clothes for dolls and bottles, and, you know, she doesn't quite get it. I have the best that I could explain to her that there's just so much more behind it, that I'm just playing with dolls. And, you know, I don't know whether she fully grasped that or not. Gabe just says, ew, babies. He associates a baby with crying, pooping, smelly. Boys don't like babies. So to him, they're all, quote, ugly. That's about it. But he'll be nice if I say, can you pick one up and bring it to me? I mean, normally he'll turn his nose, but if he sees I really need or whatever, you know, he'll be nice. As far as the rest, you know, I shouldn't even say a few friends. I think one friend knows that I kind of got into the hobby and really does not know the depth or extent of it. And so, yeah, it's not something. A lot of my friends are through business now. And other friends are through, like, the kids friends, you know, the moms are friends, so it's just not something I want to put on my kids. So yeah, that's how they feel. Alrighty, Animal Cracker Nation, I love your channel name too, asks, where's your favorite place to shop for your reborns? Thrift shops. And I have my favorite little thrift shop up the road, which is my church's thrift shop. Everything's $1. All clothes are $1 or even 50 cents. And some items like car seats or strollers can be like anywhere from like $5 to $20. But as far as all clothes, I think like jackets, snowsuits, heavy stuff is like $2, but everything else $1. So that's like as cheap as you're possibly going to get. This entire outfit came from the thrift shop, and I probably paid $1 for the entire thing. So, I mean, you just can't beat that with a stick. So, of course, that definitely is my favorite place to shop. And I usually find cute stuff. I don't always find what I'm looking for when I'm looking for it, but it's fun, you know, thrift shopping. So, how long have you been collecting? Was the next question from Animal Cracker Nation. And I want to say that I ordered that full-bodied silicone in March or April. She took a while. It took like it was supposed to be 3 weeks. He took 5 weeks. I wasn't happy about that because there was like no correspondence, like, oh, it's going to be longer. Yeah, that's a whole other story. So it was, the other baby came, I'm just thinking, because when I ordered him and then the other baby came in between, so it might have been like May. End of April, May 2017, the first, you know, reborn baby came. So I have not even been collecting a year. I mean, what is it? It's January now. So, you know, May, June, what, like 7-8 months? Sorry. Yeah, I had to count on my fingers. I'm terrible at math. So not long. I'm really still very new to this. I guess I settled in and got comfortable fast, but it's just me. Next question from Animal Cracker Nation is, what is your favorite thing about the hobby? And, you know, again, that's the babies, having the whole community. I just love that. And the photography, you know, again, I really really enjoy that. And like I said, I would not have just taken things as far without this whole community here. So, I, really love that the most, I would say. And her last question, Animal Cracker Nation, was, do your kids and your husband like the dolls? So I guess that pretty much got answered. My husband doesn't mind them. He does think some of them are cute, he said. But he has said they look so realistic that it's creepy to him. I guess that's a good thing, because to him they look really realistic. But then it creeps him out because he sees like a baby not moving, and it feel like that sort of feeling. So I guess that's why that's what he said, why it creeps him out a little bit. And my daughter Destiny will hold them, and she thinks some of them are cute, and she does come down and hold them from time to time. And I have tried to gently nudge her into the hobby, but I think she really truly likes the babies, but she's just not ready socially. She's 15 to do that where she would be seen, or her friend, she's too busy with other stuff. And then of course my 17-year-old is just off and working, and she doesn't think much of them. And my oldest daughter, I think she knows that I have some of them, but she doesn't know too much more else. She doesn't live here, she doesn't live too close, and we usually see her at my parents' house. So that's about it. That's what my husband and kids think. So we have Kat at Kat's Reborn Life. Hi, sweetie. All this time I thought it was Kat's Reborn Crazy, because isn't that your Instagram? Yeah. Anyway, Kat on here is Kat's Reborn Life, and she also just started her own business, Cherished Moments Gifts. She does baby gift boxes for baby showers, reborn babies, just anything like that. Real quality stuff. I ordered a box myself. The box opening is on there, on here on YouTube. You can see what's, in her boxes. And the quality and price is excellent. So she's doing a bang up job with that. Anyways, okay, so back to questions here, because I know this is forever. So Kat asks, how did hubby feel when he first met the Reborns? I guess I answered that. Now, the first time he saw one, you know what, it was basically the same. It was, oh my gosh, that is so real looking, it's creeping me out. So that was his reaction. Next question from Kat is, what box opening made you cry or almost cry, and why? Oh, girl, have I cried at every box opening, I think. Every box opening that I've done here on YouTube since the Twinkies. So how I will answer that would be the Twinkies box opening. I would say I cried the most, although Nasir's, I think I was pretty much, I held it pretty good, but I cried off camera. I was bawling. Ridiculously just bawling. The Twinkies, though, was a very, very emotional box opening. They were my first babies that I sought out the sculpt from the artist that just was everything that I wanted in a baby. My first new, babies, and everything that I wanted. I was extremely emotional. I had to stop and blow my nose. I think I had to do that in a few other ones, but I was really, really emotional in the Twinkies box opening. That box opening is like, if you watch it, it's, at first I didn't know if I was going to even post it or not. I have never posted on YouTube when I recorded that. So at a certain point in it, because I was just I kept shutting it off. I was trying to get the right angle. I was trying to take still pictures. So I was quiet through some of it and just looking and in awe and just kind of fumbling as far as the video quality. But it was a really emotional box opening. Next question from Kat is, what's your favorite bottle to use and why? Well, my favorite bottle to use would be the Tommy Tippy. That's from you, Kat. I actually waited. I had wanted a Tommy Tippy bottle for so long. I don't know why I didn't just buy one, but I'm glad that I didn't because I got two for the Twinkies box that came from Kat. And I love that bottle. Hang on a sec, guys. Let me see. Here it is. I love the Tommy Tippy because I like, first off, I like the shape of the bottle. I don't know why. But the nipple is very soft and flexible. So like the babies that don't have the open mouth, and the only one that I have that takes the bottle fully in the mouth is Berlin, which is my twin A. But it pushes down so nicely, as you see here, and just gives that nice realistic bounce when you're feeding, which is, to me, you know, just very satisfying to, fun to feed the baby. So, well, we'll feed Nasir while we're here. Next question from Kat would be, have you taken your babies to meet family? And actually, over the summer, I had brought Charlie over to my parents' house, basically just to show them what a reborn was, to kind of feel them out as far as the reaction. And I didn't get much of one. Like, I walked in and I think I put him down. It was the summertime. I put him down like on a, not on the lounge chair, on the swing, like up on the porch, so he wasn't in the sun. And my parents just like did a double take for a second, realized it wasn't a real baby, and just completely ignored that he was there. As if, oh, we're not entertaining this ridiculousness. And finally, towards the end of the evening when we were going to go, I was going to say, didn't you want to know why I brought this or see it? Oh, yeah, you know. I was like, really? But that's my parents. They're not exactly supportive of my creative side of my uniqueness. You know, if you don't fit that cookie cutter, listen, I love my parents dearly. I'm so blessed to have them here on this earth. We have a great relationship. They're great to my kids. We spend a lot of time with them, but I never got a certain kind of acceptance from them that, you know, I just might not be cut from the same mold. I don't know. Very hard to please them in a certain way. So, and then Nasir, I actually brought in a tote bag on Christmas because I was going to get such cute photos and stuff in my parents' home, which is beautiful with the Christmas tree and all that. And the way the day went, the vibe, I was like, forget it. I'm not taking this baby out. So he was just, you know, in the guest room where we put our coats and bags and everything, and he was just in the tote bag wrapped up in a blanket. So yeah, that's about as far as the babies got. As far as family, okay, we have one more here on YouTube and then a couple questions from Instagram. And thank you, Kat, for your questions. They were great too. Deborah Ann's Pumpkin Nursery asked, what other kit do you want to have and by whom? I love the Sunny kit, and I forget the artist on that. I have to look up the artist on the Sunny kit. The Sunny kit is a sold out kit. So it's a baby that I would have to find already made or find someone selling the blank kit on the market. But I really love that kit. I also love the Atticus kit because I will not be keeping my full-bodied silicone baby boy. I like the full body that Atticus has, and I like his face and his details. He's a nice kit. I would not mind having an Atticus by the right artist either. And right now I have two artists that I absolutely adore, which is Myra and Myra's Little Bugs. She did the Twinkies, Kenzie and Nicholas, and then Kimberly at Kimberly's Cocoon, and she did Nasir. And Deborah Ann's Pumpkin Nursery also asked, how many kids do you have, human and reborn? And then love you. Aw, thank you, sweetie. I love you all. You all are so great. So I have 4 kids, 3 girls and 1 boy. Amber is 23, Noelle is 17, Destiny is 15, Gabriel is 9. Reborn babies, currently I have, sorry, I actually have to think. I have Nasir, Nicholas, Kenzie, and the Twinkies. So that's 5 that are 100% I'm keeping. And then I have Charlie and Brooklyn, who both have potential mommies. I have Luca, that's my Asher Awake that is gonna get listed. I have Gracelyn, my other Saskia, that's gonna get listed. So that's 4 more reborns, so 9, and then the full-bodied silicone, so 10. And I've had more come through. I've sold a Saskia, I sold a Phoenix by Cassie Breeze, so you know, I've had a few come and go, but 5, that is my planned collection staying, and the rest to really do have new mommies, and the others are available. All right, so I'm gonna do the Instagram questions quick. I don't know that these people watch on YouTube, or no, it's just one girl or person. Madeline's Reborn, she does ask a bunch of questions. I'll go through them quick because I'm gonna go on Instagram and answer, assuming that she is just on Instagram because she did not ask here. But Madeline's Reborns asked, why do you like reborns? I guess I pretty much answered that throughout the video, guys. Is it a secret, or does anyone in your life know? It's not a secret, but I do keep it on the DL, like I kind of explained, answering, you know, some of the questions, and I do have a business, and stuff like that, so it's not something I you know, I don't have it on my like personal Facebook page where I do my business and stuff. I kind of keep it separate. I have my Instagram page for the babies. I have my YouTube here. I mean, if people find it, they find it. Obviously, it's public. But I don't go saying to people, oh, come on over and follow me. You know, I don't do that. Have you ever painted a baby yourself? No, I haven't, but I'd like to. What are your fave kits? I did answer that. Fave artist, I did answer that. Girl reborns or boy reborns. I obviously love both. I have both, but I do have a special place in my heart for little boys. You know, if it's a special baby, I kind of almost have a preference that it be a boy. And when I get into, I'm going to do a video on Nasir's whole journey because it's really beautiful. It's really amazing. It's very special to me. And I'll get into that a little more on that. Toddlers or babies. I don't really have any toddlers. The biggest baby that I have is the Saskia, which I like. I like both. But all in all, I think small babies. And awake or asleep. For the most part, I do prefer awake babies. I connect with them more, but I do have Benjamin and Berlin, the Twinkies that are sleeping, that I adore. I didn't think I really would, because my other sleeping baby, the Phoenix by Cassie Brace, I let go because I couldn't connect. But the Twinkies I do connect with. They have so much personality. But for the most part, I have open-eye babies, and that's usually what I connect most with. All right, guys, so I got through it, and oh goodness, it's 40 minutes long. Well, we all knew that that was gonna be a long video. So I hope that I have answered all of your questions to your satisfaction. Nasir hopes I did too. Thank you so much for joining me and hearing the answers. I had a lot of fun with all your questions. We're going to do it again. And I am going to get into practicing to do a live. And we're going to get in and do a live. And I hope when I announce and do my, for real live, like not my practice run, I hope everyone can join me. I'm even happy to, I'll let you guys know when it gets a little closer. And I'll try to work out with some of you that communicate with me pretty much on a daily or regular basis, that if you'd like to be in there, I will try to coordinate times so that everyone that wants to be there can be there, because I think that'll be a lot of fun. So I'm not going to make this any longer than it needs to be. I'm probably going to shut this off and make another video. But I thank you all for all your questions. I'm here, you know, and continuing with the videos and everything, because everyone has been so supportive, and it makes me feel good, and I'm having so much fun. I'm really enjoying myself, and I love getting to know all of you as well. So, all right, everyone, thank you so much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share away. God bless, everyone.